guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my newborn must-haves, the things I come to find that really worked for me and my baby girl, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so my baby was 5 pounds 10 ounces when she was born, so pretty small. My doctor told me throughout the whole pregnancy that she was gonna be a small baby, but a lot of people told me just do newborn because newborn will fit them perfectly, even a 5-pound baby, but it didn't fit her at all. They were actually pretty big on my baby, so I recommend you buying PREEMIE clothes. I just picked these up at Walmart. It does have the zipper on it, so it worked out perfectly. This fit her really good. She got to wear PREEMIE until she was about 6 pounds and some ounces, so it fit her for 2 weeks. She wore PREEMIEs for 2 weeks actually, but I do recommend you getting PREEMIE if your doctor tells you that your baby is gonna be small, or even around the 6-pound range. It'll fit them very good and not too tight, and she did grow out of it pretty fast. She probably could still wear it today, but she is pretty long, so we did have to move her to newborn, but she is fitting those really good now, and she is a month and a few days, so she's like 7 something now. Not quite sure. We went to the doctor last week, so she's probably bigger now, but 7 pounds, and she fits really good in newborns now. But if your doctor tells you you're gonna be small, go ahead and buy PREEMIE. Okay, so I highly recommend zipper sleepers because at nighttime you're gonna be getting up a lot. Well, I got up a lot with my baby to feed her and to change her diaper, so these are really helpful because you can just unzip it, change her diaper, and zip her back up, rock her to sleep, and then you're good to go. So I highly recommend zipper onesies. Another one of my favorites are the little dress sleepers, because at nighttime you can just roll it up and change her diaper. And this one in particular does have little mittens on it to cover up their hands so they won't scratch their face, because my little girl, she likes to do all of this at night when she's a little bit fussy, so I do recommend this so she doesn't scratch her face. But this is really helpful when it comes to changing diapers, and you're halfway asleep at night anyways, so when you come to change their diaper and to feed them, you can literally just pull it up, change the diaper, and you're good to go. Okay, so my next favorite is SWADDLES, for sure, because I use these as blankets at night and to swaddle her up. When she was first born, she loved sleeping in her bassinet beside our bed. So I would just swaddle her up and she would go to sleep, do her stretch, we'll wake up, feed her. But she loved being swaddled, I guess because they're used to being in the womb for so long, so just like being all bundled up. But I do recommend SWADDLES. These are from Target, so you can just pick those up there. Pretty stretchy, so you can use these as blankets too, or SWADDLES. But now that my baby girl is a little bit older, she hates the bassinet, so we switched it to her Mamaroo. I'll insert a clip of the Mamaroo, but she loves that because it moves. I guess she doesn't like laying flat, so it's kind of tilted, so it just like moves her. There's different settings, and it has a little bit of music on there for her to sleep with. So I don't swaddle her anymore, but she did love the SWADDLES for sure when she did sleep in her bassinet. But now she does use the Mamaroo. And about the Mamaroo, it's the 4Moms brand, so you can just tilt it, you can lay it flat, and it does sway with different motions, and it does have a little bit of music with it. But she loves that now. Your babies might be different than mine. They might like laying flat, but my little girl does not like it at all. And it kind of helps with her spitting up because she does spit up a lot. So her being elevated does help. So the Mamaroo does help me out a lot. Okay, so when I was pregnant, it's my first baby, so I thought it was gonna be so easy. I got this and everything. So I was gonna do breastfeeding all the way. Didn't think anything about it being hard. I was like, oh, she'll do great. So when I had her, she immediately latched onto me, and I thought that I was doing so good with producing. I had a lot of colostrum coming out, but then it started slowing down. So I highly recommend you stocking up on formula, just in case, even if you plan on breastfeeding, it may not work out. And in my mindset, I was like, oh, it's gonna be perfect, don't need formula, anything like that. So I had to get my husband to run to the store and pick up formula. We do use the Gerber brand. It says it's like breast milk in a way, but nothing's closer than breast milk itself. But she does like this. We do have to supplement still a little bit because she likes to eat a lot, but she does really good with breastfeeding now. But at the beginning when I had her, I had no formula set aside just in case. So make sure you get formula just in case, and the hospital will give you formula. We had to do that because her blood sugar dropped, and that's another story, but do buy formula just in case. So that I supplement. So I do have bottles, and I recommend the Dr. Brown bottles. They're really good. I just love them. It doesn't get a lot of air in the nipple part because of this little piece right here. It looks like a straw, but she loves these when we have to do formula, or even if I just pump and give her my milk in the bottle. She loves Dr. Brown's. We've tried other bottles with her, but she seems to get really gaggy with those, like the Tommy Tippy bottles, I think that's what they're called. She does not like those at all. She gets really gaggy with those. So with my baby, I do recommend Dr. Brown. Your baby might like these also. So try these out to see. They're really good. Okay, so a little bit about my breastfeeding part. So she latched perfectly when she was in the hospital. We were doing a little bit okay, and then we got home and she didn't want to latch anymore because we started to do the formula so she can get her sugar up. So I had to start pumping. So at nighttime, I used my hand pump. I got this from the hospital. They might give you one wherever you have your baby at. Just ask them and be like, hey, do you have a hand pump? I did have my electric Medela pump, and I did that during the day while she wouldn't latch or anything. But at nighttime, I highly recommend a hand pump, just in case your baby doesn't latch at night and you don't want to do formula. Because at first I was like, I don't want to do formula. I really, really want her to have my milk. So I was obsessed with this thing at nighttime. So I would just pump while I would have a bottle ready, because it lasts for about 6 hours in room temperature, and our house stays pretty comfortable for that setting. So I would have a bottle ready for her to go, so my husband would actually feed her while I'm pumping for the next feeding. Yes, it's a little bit hectic, but that's what we had to do to feed my baby girl. But now that I realize it's okay to do formula, because my mindset was like, no, don't do formula, don't do formula, and now I'm like, fed is best. So formula is okay for me. Just have it ready for you to go. But I don't use this as much as I used to because she is latching now, but I still do formula just in case. Burp cloths, burp cloths, burp cloths. So you really do need these, honestly. Don't think that you don't need them, because you do need them. They're really good. I actually hold her up to burp her and put this under my hand like this, and her neck sits right here, and I burp her like this. And it does catch the spit up, because she does spit up a lot, especially with the formula. So that's another thing. Formula, my baby does spit up more with that. Your baby might not, but mine does. With breast milk, she does so good with that. Barely any spitting up. I guess because the thickness and the formula and the breast milk is more lighter. But I do burp her in between ounces and in between switching breast. just so she won't get gaggy or have any like gas or anything like that. But I do recommend burp cloths. This is an actual burp cloth, but you can use receiving blankets, and these work miracles. So I recommend getting burp cloths and receiving blankets. Okay guys, so I highly recommend this right here. You can pick it up at Walmart, Target, or even order it off of Amazon. But if you are breastfeeding, which I am now, this does help out a lot, because when you're feeding your baby, you can just lay it on your breast and it actually gets the milk flowing more even while they're sucking, to help get a better flow going and to give your baby more milk. So this does help out a lot. Even if your boobs are sore, this does help them. So I highly recommend this. Don't know the name of it, but you can literally go down the aisle in Walmart for breastfeeding and you will find these there. It comes in a pack of 2, and it does come with this little case to put on it so it won't be too hot on your breast. So I highly recommend this. Okay, so I recommend butt paste. It's not the actual brand of butt paste, it is off brand, but I do have the actual brand of butt paste, but this works just as good. It does smell like oatmeal, so it's really good smell for your baby's bottom. But even if your baby doesn't have a rash, I do recommend putting butt paste on there. Any kind of cream to put on your baby's bottom, so it doesn't get any rash on them. So we do use the Huggy brands because my baby girl is allergic to Pampers because she broke out really bad with the Pampers. So we started using this and switched to Huggies, but every baby is different. But I would highly recommend getting some paste for your baby's bottom. Alright, so another thing I recommend is a BOPPY. Even if you don't breastfeed, you can use this for your baby. You can sit them in the middle of it to elevate them after you're feeding. My doctor recommends me elevating my baby after she eats for at least 30 minutes at a time, just so all of the milk can go down and she won't spit up as much. So basically what I do is she is small still, so I do lay a blanket on top of this and I insert her in the middle, and she does sit up and she loves it. She loves looking around because she's starting to do that now, which is very exciting. But she loves looking around and she loves it. Instantly calms her, and she really does love a BOPPY. So if you don't breastfeed, or if you are breastfeeding, it does help really good with that. At first I didn't like the BOPPY because I wasn't used to it. I didn't really know what I was doing when I was breastfeeding, but now since I got a hang of the breastfeeding, this really does help. I have to do different positions with her, but at first I did just use a basic pillow, one in the front and one on the side, because I do the football position also, and I do cradle her too. Depends on what she likes better. But now that I'm getting a little bit better at breastfeeding her, I'm not a pro, but I'm getting better at it, I do recommend the BOPPY, because you can just wrap it around your waist and lay them on it, and when I'm even done breastfeeding her, she just loves to lay there on it. But I do recommend getting a BOPPY. And you can get these at Walmart, Target, anywhere. We got ours at Target actually, if you want one just like this. So guys, this right here, you can see it, is a must-have. The brand is Ryan and Rose. You can look them up. They have the cutest little pacifiers, and this part right here is a teether, and they have the cutest little clips too. My baby loves these. They come in different sizes. You should check them out. But I do have a little collection going here. I'll show you these. I'll insert a picture. But she does have a lot. I'm trying to get a huge collection going on. But this is what she's got so far. They have the prettiest colors. They come out with new colors all the time. And she loves these. Even if your baby doesn't like pacifiers. You can even get them just so they can teeth on them when they're older. But my baby loves her pacifiers, so I highly recommend getting pacifiers. Even if you don't get this brand, just get pacifiers because it really does soothe them. Not smooth them. It really does soothe them at nighttime. She loves that right before she goes to sleep, and then it just falls out of her mouth, but it really does help. So I recommend getting some pacifiers. And last but not least, I recommend buying pacifier wipes because sometimes she does spit out her passies, but that's why you have the clip also to put on them. But when she's not wearing her clip, these do fall on the ground, and what if we're out and about and I don't have any water or soap to clean them up really quick? So I do recommend getting these. These are the Parent Choice brand, but they probably have other brands, but I just picked these up. And it does smell like a fruit smell, but you can't really taste it or anything. And these are really helpful. You could just throw these in your diaper bag and go. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I hope I covered everything for you guys. But like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!